Hello, friends. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Wednesday night, October the 16th, and I am just going live on Facebook. There we go. Wait till it says we're started. And I am 6 minutes late. There we go. Yay. So, hi, I am Glenda Mollett. I am in my craft room on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And I am excited to show you this coloring technique. I've done 2 different coloring techniques that I'm going to share with you in the next few weeks. And this is one of them. Oh, good. It's live. Hi, Connie. Yeah, sorry I'm late. We have company and we were out for dinner. And here I am. So excited. And I've got the Monday Share It Saturday draw for October the 5th. So don't let me forget to do that. I wasn't live on Monday because we had other company on Monday. And we did a day trip to Tofino. Hello, Terry. Hello, Jennifer. Oh, there's Dimity. Look at all our lovely people showing up. Yay! So if you're watching, stick a note in the comments and let me know where you're from, because not all of us know where we all are from. You know, I live on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Next up for me is Japan. We're open ocean once we get out our little inlet. Hello, Karen, Jackie. Yay! So let us know where you're from. Comment how you're doing. I'm going to take a deep breath because I just zoomed in the garage, parked my car, washed my hands, and hit the table. So I just got to get a few things organized here, make sure I've got everything. I've got my adhesives, got stuff to show you. And I have the card. Are you waiting to see the card? Would you like to see it? Oh my God, I don't know. Changing Leaves may be one of my favorite all-time bundles ever. I seem to have a theme with foliage and leaves. Oh, Jennifer, that is awesome news. Jennifer's mom has been in the hospital, and the hospital was it 4 hours, Jennifer? 5 hours from where you live? I can't imagine how difficult that's been for you and your family, but what good news that she's getting out again. Yay! I'm excited for you. So from all of you oh yes, yeah, it's quite a ways. So all of you that are watching, hi, I'm going to flip you around because, you know, you've seen me before, but you haven't seen this card yet. And oh my God, it's so gorgeous. Look at this card. Oh, look at this. I'm going to get it up close for you. And then look at the shimmer on there. And no, that's not caused by Wink of Stella. Not at all. Oh, I did forget. I forgot to get a dauber. Just let me reach a dauber. I need a dauber. That one will do. I think it's washed. We'll soon see. Hello, Kathy Jean from Alberta. Oh, thank you, ladies. You're so kind. Don't forget, as you're watching, if you're enjoying my video, hit those emojis. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, I'll show you the inside. It's nowhere near as spectacular. There you go. You know, it's ink stamp, and I'm using Blackberry Bliss, one of my all-time favorite colors. Yeah, this card makes me happy. Okay, so what I'm using, let's just be quiet here and get on with the stamping part, right? Blackberry Bliss, Pumpkin Pie, and Daffodil Delght. Yes, those are the colors I used on those leaves. Now, I watched a video by Chelsea Voro-Smarty. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And she did this coloring technique on these leaves. So it's got Daffodil Delght, Pumpkin Pie, and Blackberry Bliss. And then a secret little thing that makes it glimmer and sparkle like that. And I'll be showing you that in a second. It's got some torn designer paper, got some die cut leaves. It uses wild wheat. So Holly, if you're out there watching, Blackberry Bliss, Pumpkin Pie, and Daffodil Delght, Jennifer. Those are the colors we'll be using. And there's the envelope. Okay. So I put the list of the supplies in the description of the video. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, they're there. And you will be able to recreate this card. So I am going to be using blending brushes. And I've got Daffodil Delght. I got a big one because we have to do the whole thing. And the other two, I'm going to be using smaller blending brushes. I have Wink of Stella because I'm sorry, it's Wink of Stella, and everybody needs Wink of Stella on your card, right? Changing Leaves Hybrid Embossing Folder, Dies, and Stamp Set. Look at this. Now, I looked at this stamp set and I thought, yeah, well, whatever. It's leaves. They're not really that. Hi, Lena. I'm glad you found us. They're not really spectacular leaves. And so I was just going to get the dies and the embossing folder. But I like the sentiments. There's some lovely sentiments on there. The hybrid embossing folder is the kind that you can put a die in and emboss and cut. Well, hello, Maria, from my living room. Hi, Holly. Yes, it will be easy to use something other than wild wheat. And I did think of you when I made the card. So Maria and her husband are here visiting. So she's sitting out in our front room talking to me on her tablet. I told her, come in, we'll introduce you to the ladies. So come in, Maria, pull up a chair. Okay, hybrid embossing folder, there's a die that fits right in the embossing folder. And to do that, you always put it on the side with a Stampin' Up label. Hi, Marlene, glad you could make it. And then you kind of line this up. So I'm just looking at this big one and I'm lining this up, and then you just move it around until it pops down into that channel that is made for this, and you put your cardstock in it. Now this is a 6x6 piece. I know you can use smaller, and I think in some of the cards I have, but I've decided that whenever I use this, I'm going to use 6x6. Hi, Rosemary, because not only do you get the ones that you can die cut, but you also get these ones out on the peripheral, so you can fussy cut them and use them. So that's why I use 6x6. And there's also other dies in here. This bundle, Rosemary, is amazing. I think even you would like it because it's not flowery. It's got 3 different label dies, and it's got 4 different leaf die, as well as the big one that goes in the embossing folder. So that's what I'm going to be using to die cut the rest of the leaves. And I'm going to finish it off with the 2325 in color opaque sparkle dots, because I'm using wild wheat, and these have wild wheat and copper clay, which is kind of the color that when you add Blackberry Bliss on top of all these other 2 colors, it kind of turns a brownie color. So I wanted to bring the browns out by adding brown. Okay, we have our card base now. I don't usually do 11 by 4 1/4, but I decided to go rogue. So it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and that's Blackberry Bliss. And then, as you know, if you have spent any time with me in my videos, you know that I never, ever, ever emboss the front part of my card base, because I don't like how it weakens the fibers and makes this floppy. I like having a nice firm card base. So I have another piece of Blackberry Bliss that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to emboss this and put it on top of my base. Yes, Rosemary, you need to make an order. I agree. It can be used with anything and for any season. It does not matter. And when you emboss it, look at the detail that's in there. So this is all 3 of those leaves just piled up on each other. And I'm using wild wheat. I don't know why I have so much. Why do I have so much wild wheat? Oh, I know, because I used wild wheat for the leaves. Sorry, I'm still in go out for dinner mode. Yes, Jennifer. Hi, Wendy. Anybody that likes nature needs this bundle, let me tell you. And registration closed for my class yesterday, which was the 15th. But if you are interested in registering for my class, let me know tonight, because I'm putting an order in tomorrow for the what dots is it that comes with this class? Let me see. Iridescent pearls. So let me just move this. Winterly Treetops closed yesterday too. So here's the 3 cards that we're going to make in the class. This is not my monthly tutorial, so there's not a 4th class. This is not part of my club. This is not part of the monthly tutorial. You'll be getting Winterly Treetops for that. This is an extra class. Hi, Val. Enjoy your company. Okay, and then I have a piece of Regal Winter designer paper. This piece is for the sentiment. So what I'm going to do is, this is 2 by 6. I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to tear the other side. It'll go this way because the flowers are going in the right way. Then I'm going to tear the other side so that I get that white edge on there. So let me just cut this down to 1 inch. Is it 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch? Let me see. 1/2 inch. Cut that down to 1 1/2. There we go. We're going to use that, and then we're going to tear the edge of that to put on there. And very vanilla for the inside. Now, the piece that I'm using to do all this coloring is basic white. It's not very vanilla because I wanted to start with a white base. Hello, Tracy. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to run this through my machine. And I have the die in here. And when you put it in your machine, you need plate number 1. Then you need your embossing folder with the cardstock and the die in it. And then you need plate number 4 over top. And it does not matter if you put it through this way or this way. It works both ways. Just make sure you put it in with your hinge first. That's the part where it's attached to the back. Because if you don't, and this thing gets off even like a 32nd of an inch, by the time you get to the end, the top one of them is going to be longer than the other one, and you will destroy your hinge. It will actually pop your hinge. So I'm going to put this through, and then I'm going to show you how, hello, Linda. Going to show you how gorgeous these die cut and embossed leaf images are. Oh man, I am so full. Dinner was so good. Okay, it's there. So you take that out, and you take this out, and you have this piece. Now you can see the ones that I can fussy cut and use for other things. Like there's a full leaf here, there's a full leaf there, there's one here, and then there's bits that you can use on other projects. So why go with a smaller piece of cardstock when you cut all those extra things? Am I allowed to tell you the sandwich for the big shot? You'd still need it's the same sandwich, Linda. And I'm thinking if you've got the big shot with the flaps, you know, the thick plate that fits on the bottom, if it's got the flaps, I think it's one flap open and one flap closed. And then you still need a specialty plate, because the specialty plate is thicker than one of the regular cutting plates. It doesn't look it, but it is. So this is the specialty plate. This is the regular cutting plate. This one is thicker by about maybe a third, and it makes up, because this is a 3D, so this is a thicker embossing folder. So you don't have the plate on the bottom. You have just the specialty plate on the top. Loo plate? Yes, it's a 3D. Absolutely, Linda. Blue plate, yeah. It's either blue is the old one, gray is the new one. So depending on which one you have. They both do the same job. And I have both. I just have my gray one here. Okay, so now I'm going to take the die out, and I'm going to use just the embossing folder on my extra piece of Blackberry Bliss. Let's just get rid of these. Get off of there. Oh, come on, static electricity. And I'm going to put it in here. And because this is square, you can kind of move it around and put it this way or put it this way, wherever you want it to be. I think I'll do it right there. And so I'm going to run this through now without the die. So all I'm doing is embossing this one. And that's going to be the front of my card. Ugh. Oh, man. Let me tell you, it's difficult rolling stuff through with a full tummy. Hello, Nicole from Perth, Western Australia. Thanks for watching on YouTube. That's awesome. Oh, is it still out in Australia? Oh, that sucks. Ours just came back in. It was out for almost 2 months, but it just came back in. But it'll come back, Dimity. Don't worry, it will come back. Hello, Alice. Yeah, watch from the beginning. I haven't really started much. I've die cut, I've embossed. That's about it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 2 pieces of designer paper, and I think I'm going to do it this way, because then I get to see these. Yeah. So we're going to attach this 1/2-inch strip onto the front like this. And this is, what did I cut this? 2 by 6. So it started 2 by 6. I cut 1/2 inch off. So now it's 1.5 by 6. And I always make it wider than I need, because then I know that I'm not going to end up with cardstock showing at the bottom. I like to make sure when I go top to bottom that it actually goes completely top to bottom. Okay, except that I missed that part. So you can, if you make it longer, and your designer paper is 12 by 12 anyways, then just clip off that. And I'm clipping it off before I put the other one in, then I don't have to cut 2 at once. Okay, so there you go, Holly. There's our wild wheat. Sorry, Holly. Now, I'm going to tear this edge. First of all, I'm going to make sure that it's facing up the way I want it to. This definitely has a direction on it. Okay, I'm up here and you can't see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to tear right along the edge, and I'm going to tear towards me. And by tearing towards me, I'm going to get that white edge on the piece I'm using. Whereas if I tore it away from me, you get that edge. So depending on what technique you're going for, this one, I want the white edge. So I'm not tearing off too much, and I'm not doing it straight either. I want to have a little bit of dipsy doodles in there. Oops. Keep going. Right to the bottom. There we go. But you can do it straight, and you can use this side. If you were, this is tearing away from you, this is tearing towards you. Now this is going to go right onto here, like that. So I'm going to put adhesive, and once again, this is 6 inches. I just need my silicone mat here. This is 6 inches, so it's going to be too big. So then I'll be cutting off the excess. So we went out for dinner. We went to a restaurant right on the waterfront called the Starboard Grill. And we've known the owner for a very long time because he used to cook in one of the hotels in Tofino before he moved to Port. And his food is amazing. Let me tell you, truly amazing. And unfortunately, there's not a lot that my hubby can eat there. So now you can move this to whatever you want. If you want a narrow band, have a narrow band. If you want a wider band, have a wider band. There we go. So hubby ended up with just fish and chips, cod fish and chips, because everything they cook, of course, has onion and garlic in it, which, like all good food, should have onion and garlic in it. And I had a bowl of, they called it golden mushroom and golden onion and chanterelle mushroom soup. Holy Aunt Jemima, it was amazing. I love onion soup and I love chanterelles, and they're in season here right now. So they're fresh chanterelles right out of the bush. Okay, so there's my card front. Now I'm going to put it on to my card base. Who else does this? Does anybody out there emboss an extra piece when you're embossing your card front, or do you just emboss your card front? I would like to know. It was yummy, Alice. And John and Maria are here, and they went with us. And Maria had this, it was a wrap, but it was a roast beef wrap. And instead of like a tortilla or whatever they do the normal wraps in, it was wrapped in Yorkshire pudding. Oh my God, it looked so good. Okay, Connie does, Karen does always, Wendy does, always uses extra. Carol, hello, Carol. Carol uses a separate piece. Linda uses separate piece. Good. Because there's nothing worse than a floppy card. Well, unless it's a naked inside an envelope. And you all know how I feel about that. Okay, there we go. It didn't get on there straight, but that's okay. Nobody's going to know. All right, so there's our card base ready for decoration. I'm going to take these and we're going to cut some leaves. So there is one double leaf, one single leaf, and two of these twiggy things. So I have a couple of pieces because I just grabbed some scrap, and we'll see if I can get all of them on one piece or if I have to use the extra piece. Oh, Jackie uses extra piece and Marlene does too. Good. Yay. It's the way it should be. Okay, so I'm going to cut each one of these. And you know me, I don't put adhesive sheet on these because I don't want them to be flat. Had to flip my machine back to die cutting. Clean the plate. Run this through. Oh my, bending is really difficult right now. And of course, we had Thanksgiving dinner on Monday night because my sister and her hubby were here on Monday night. So we had full Thanksgiving dinner with ham and turkey and all of the stuff. And then we had leftovers for lunch. And then last night we had leftovers for dinner. So tonight or this afternoon, I said to hubby, I am not having turkey and ham for dinner tonight. There is no way I was going to face that again because I'm not really fond of turkey. And if you want to know a secret, I didn't have turkey. Nope, I had ham. Had ham and stuffing. So I was good with that, but I still didn't want to face more leftovers tonight, so we went out for dinner instead. Okay, one more of these, and then we're ready to go. One more. So who out there had Thanksgiving dinner? Anybody have Thanksgiving dinner? I know it was Thanksgiving in Canada, not in the States, but I think you guys had a holiday weekend down in the States, did you not? I could be wrong, but I thought I heard it was like a bank holiday or something down there. Oh, my tummy is so full. I might have to go and lay down after this. So Maria's in town because there's a dog show and she shows Bichons. So I'll be busy Friday, Saturday at the dog show. And then Sunday is my virtual creative escape. So I'll be busy with that. Won't get to go see the puppies on Sunday. Okay. That's that. Put that away. Get rid of all these little extra bits. Got to go up and read the comment. Linda prefers roast chicken to turkey. I hear you. Connie's not a big turkey person. Dinner for 5, barbecued turkey. Oh, barbecued turkey, Marlene? That sounds awesome. Indigenous federal holiday. Ah, okay. Yeah, we had ours on the 30th of September, Connie. That was they call it the Truth and Reconciliation Day. Tracy, I've just done a thin strip of adhesive sheet, align the stems so only they stay. Oh, well, there's a smart idea. Yeah, that's not, I'm not smart enough to think of that. Oops. Oh, well. They can dry while I'm doing the coloring part, right? Okay, I'm missing a leaf. There we go. So I'm just going to take some Tombow. Well, hello, Iron Stitches. You're just getting into this hobby. I have tons of supplies ordered. Can't wait. And where are you from, Iron Stitches? Let us know. Where you're watching from. It's so wonderful to see all my international people showing up. And don't forget that in February, I will be going to YouTube only. I am not going to mess around with Facebook lives. I will share the video to Facebook so you can watch the reruns, but the lives will be on YouTube. And hopefully YouTube doesn't mess us around as much as Facebook does. Okay, so I've got all of that cut. If I, where's I just had it. Where's the piece for the sentiment? There it is. It's stuck to the back of my mat. Get this stamped. Oh, Iron Stitch is in Ohio, and her name is Tracy. Welcome, Tracy. Iron Stitches, you can never have too many supplies for paper crafting. Oh, you've only just started? Welcome to the obsession. And Tracy, also known as Iron Stitches, are you a demonstrator? Have you become a demonstrator, or are you a customer? Iron Stitches. Tracy says, Nicole Blowers, from what I can see so far, there's way more tools and supplies than I could ever hope for. Oh, one step at a time. You can't get everything at once. And if you're watching my videos, just be aware that I've been doing this for over 20 years now. I've been a demonstrator. Next Tuesday is my 17th anniversary. So as a demonstrator, so it's been a long time. That's why I have all the stuff. How long do you let pieces sit with glue on the pleat? You can, if you use this Tombow, Rosemary, you can let them sit indefinitely because they dry, but they always remain tacky because they have, oh, what's that stuff called? Okay, the word's gone completely out of my mind. So start with an L. Latex. It has latex in them, and it will never dry. It will always remain tacky. Okay, so let's color the leaves. I'm going to start off with Daffodil Delght. And remember, this is white I'm starting with. I'm just going to get this out of the way so that it's not quite so crowded here. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Nicole just congratulated me on 17 years. Oh, it's a heartwarming hobby, Tracy. It is a heartwarming hobby. I like it because I can fulfill my need for creativity, and then I share my cards, and then I make other people's lives happy too. So it's not just me. And I crochet and I knit and I sew and I do all that stuff. But this is my hobby of choice now. Okay, so I'm putting Daffodil Delght all over everything. And you can see that I'm inking up the blending brush, and then I smooth it out on my lid because I can still use that ink. I'm not losing any of the ink. When you tap it on your paper, you don't get to use that ink again. But by using my lid, I can still use the rest of that ink. Yeah, Pete, I actually did a class probably 10 years ago, and I did all the die cutting because I had to do a demonstration and I didn't want to take the time to die cut and then add the glue and and then have to let it dry. So I did the die cutting 2 weeks ahead of the class, and I put them on a plastic sheet. The flimsy plastic film that comes in the photopolymer stamps. I just attached once they dried. So when they dry, they go clear. So you can't even tell that there's adhesive on there, except it's shiny. So now you just take that and you attach it to plastic like this, and it will last forever because that glue never dries, literally never dries. But if you're allergic to latex, be very careful because it does have latex in it. I came into stamping from calligraphy and bookbinding. I have so much supplies. I have my own personal shop. Good. Everybody deserves their own personal shop, right? Fill yourself with things that make your heart happy. I just tell my hubby, I could be in the bars. I could be smoking and drinking. He just laughs at me because I always tell my children or my grandchildren, I can count the number of times I've been in a bar on my Auntie Mary's fingers, and she only had 3 fingers on one hand. So if I count them on my Auntie Mary's hand with 3 fingers, I've been in bars 3 times in my life. Now that's to be in a bar. I don't mean going into a pub for dinner. That I don't count that. But just going into a bar to drink and hang out, nope, not for me. Okay, so I have my base of Daffodil Delght. I think using the lid is a super tip. No waste, especially when just starting and budget. Absolutely, Alice. You got to be thrifty when you're starting because you have so much that you want to get. Now, having said that, there is a starter kit special on right now where you get an extra $41 of free stuff for $135 in Canada. And you can customize it. You can order whatever you want up to $135 or up to $206 worth of product. Pay $135 plus, I think it's GST, depending on what province you live in. And you will get $206 worth of product for $135. Like, hello, to me, it's a no-brainer. But I know for some people, it's a scary thing. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to be a demonstrator like I am. You can be a happy shopper, which is what I call most of the people on my team because they sell to themselves. That's it. But every dollar you order goes towards your minimum that you have to have each quarter. And you get at least 20% off, but the amount that goes towards your minimum is full price. Aha, full price, people. So if you have something that is $10, you pay $8, but $10 goes towards your minimum. Yep, it's a reality. Okay, so I have pumpkin pie. Now I'm just going to put some pumpkin pie going from the middle out. So if anybody's interested in hearing more about the starter kit, let me know. Because if you are, especially if you're starting out, I recommend it for anybody that is starting out. Now, unfortunately, I can only have people in Canada on my team because we're not allowed to cross border. But if you're starting out and you need ideas for a demonstrator in the States and you don't know anybody, let me know because I've got lots of friends down there. And I can recommend somebody good for you. Okay, so this is pumpkin pie. And you put it on top of the Daffodil Delght. So now we're changing the color. And then if you want it to be dark right here, just add some more. So there's that. See that? It is a great offer. Rosemary, it is a great offer. And even if like it's a loophole, it's people do it all the time. You do, uh-oh. Why did that just black out on me? That's bizarre. You can get your starter kit and not do anything at all. Just enjoy your starter kit. And then you have until the end of your first full quarter. So if you sign up in October, you have October, November, December is a partial quarter because you don't get all of October. Then January, February, and March. So you have till the end of March before you have to worry about meeting any kind of a minimum. And people, celebration is coming. So who's not going to want to order stuff and get free stuff? Because you still get free stuff. And if you want the celebration stuff, it's free with a minimum $60 order, or it always has been. I can't say that's going to be the same this year because some things have changed. But if you want free stuff with your minimum $60 order, you only pay $40 for that order, but you get $60 credit towards your celebration stuff. So your rewards are always based on full catalog price. And if things go on sale, like the stamp sets that are on sale now are on sale for 15% off, you still get your demonstrator minimum 20% on top of that. So you can save 35% right now on stamp sets from the annual catalog. And you can add them to your starter kit. Yeah, quick glitch. I'm glad it was only a quick one. Full moon rising? Absolutely. Tomorrow is full moon. I am using pumpkin pie, Lena. Hello, Candace. Happened upon you and can't wait to see how you do this. Was introduced to card making through Stampin' Up! Here in the US in 1996. Oh, lovely. Welcome. It's nice to have you with us. Oh, Tracy Iron Stitches wants to make Christmas cards. Yay. This is not a Christmas card. I've been doing Christmas cards. Let me tell you, I'm Christmas carded out. Okay, so I have my pumpkin pie on that. So we started with Daffodil Delght. Is there a die for these? Yes, there is. Sorry, I'm missing a whole bunch of comments. Let me go back here on YouTube. Is there a die for these leaves? Yes, so this is the die. It fits in the hybrid embossing folder like this. So you can die cut and emboss at the same time. So this is the result you get with all this lovely embossing on there. Not the color, just the texture. And this also works for the stamp set because there are all the 3 leaves, there's stamps for them. So you can stamp and die cut. Oops, it goes this way. You can stamp and die cut the stamped images as well as in the embossing folder. So yes, there is. Sorry, I'm just trying to get caught up on this comments here. Rosemary says, so if someone joined in October, it goes to the end of March. And if joins in November, it goes to the end of March too. Yes. And it is better to join in October than November because in October, there's the special. So you get an extra $41 of free stuff. That won't be happening in November. So you have until October the 31st to take advantage of the current special. The starting kit is $206 for $135, only available in October. Yes. After October, it goes back to $165 for $135. Okay, so this is Blackberry Bliss that I'm using now. And you're thinking, oh my God, it's purple. Yes, but when you put it on top of pumpkin pie and Daffodil Delght, it turns brown. You see this? I've just realized that I didn't go far enough out on my pumpkin pie on this one. So, and the good thing is that you can go back and add more color. You're not stuck with what you put on there. Just remember, whenever you're doing any kind of coloring, doesn't matter what kind of coloring it is, you can always add more, but you cannot take it away. Oops. Oh no, I forgot to smush it off. Eeks. Okay, we'll just have to see if I can play with that a little bit. I've probably ruined this flower, but you know, it is what it is. It's not a flower either. Okay, go back to my Blackberry Bliss. Add some more. Get that brown going up those leaves. And look at that. Look at how it changes that color to a gorgeous fall color. Is that not stunning? Okay, I'm going to add some more onto this one. Just make sure you smooth it out really well because you saw what happens when you don't. You get that blotch. And blotches are good for some techniques, but not for this one. Okay. And there's that one. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, no pink. Rosemary does not like pinks and does not like flowers. Okay, and we're just going to put some on here on my maple leaf. There we go. And that's it. Oh, thanks, everybody. You're so kind. That's it. We're done. Our leaves are colored. Oh, except, no, we're not. They're colored, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay, so now I'm going to take, where's my, I don't want to really do it on that. So I was going to do it on my silicone mat, and you can do it on your silicone mat as long as you're close to water. And I'm not close to water, and it's going to take me a while to get it where I can wash it. So I'm just going to use a piece of paper towel instead, because when this stuff dries, it dries like cement, and it's hard to get it off your silicone mat. So I'm going to use metallic or pearlized. Going to use enamel effects. They come in 2. There's the pearlized one that is red, white, and black. And then there's the metallic ones that is copper, gold, and silver. And I'm going to use the copper one. Maybe let's use the gold one. Let's go rogue tonight and add some gold on here. And you need a dauber. This dauber has been cleaned. Yeah, they just stain. So I'm just going to put a bit of gold onto a paper towel or whatever you want to use. And then get some on here and just lightly go over top of it. And I'm going over top of the whole thing. And what I'm doing is I'm adding this gorgeous shimmer to them. And because I'm using the gold one, it's brightening it. I used the copper one on the original one, and it does work. And it's just as gorgeous as the gold. It just has a different colored finish on it. I should have showed you when half of them were done. Okay, let me see if I can look at the shimmer and shine on that. Is that not spectacular? By doing it on paper towel, I do have to add more than I would if I was using my silicone mat. Now this will reactivate your ink too. The ink that's on here. I don't know whether you noticed when I did that. You see it took all the color off of there. So daub it. And just add it. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. Need a little bit more to finish off with the last one. And these containers of enamel effects will last you forever. I still have lots left, and I've used them in classes where everybody has added them to their projects. There we go. Make sure I did the stems because I don't remember whether I did the stem or not. There we go. Nope. Linda, that dauber is not toast. These wash out. These are water-based, so they will wash out. And you know it's water-based because it reactivated the ink on that leaf. So I'll just take it into my sink and do it under running hot water and just play with it till it comes clean. It will be stained, but it will always come clean. Okay, there's our leaves. Oh, so pretty. All right. Bring the card back in. Wax paper would be good to use, yes, if I was smart and had got some, that or parchment paper. But you know, I was busy. I was out to dinner and didn't think about it. Life, it's life. Okay, so I'm going to put Tombow glue on the back of these, and with them as well, I'm only doing at the base. And I've gone in afterwards and added dimensionals underneath the leaves so that they are up off the base of the card because I like depth and texture on my cards. But sometimes it backfires and you have to pay extra to mail them. But flat will work too. There we are. Okay. Now, what I didn't get was we're going to let those dry, just like we're letting the leaves dry. Let me get up there. But what I did not get out was my twine. So this is the natural tone. Oh, another glitch. Shoot. And this is currently out of stock, but I think it's back towards the end of the month. And I love this. It comes in garden green, night of navy, and pecan pie. I think it's pecan pie. And I need 12 inches. So let me see if this piece is long enough. Yep, it is. So it's 12 inches of that. Just wondered because you didn't want to use your silicone mat. Oh, because it dries on my silicone mat, Linda. And I did use it when I did this, but only because I could get up after I had used it and wash it right away. But because I'm doing my filming and I can't just say, hang on, I got to go wash my silicone mat, that's why I used just paper towel. It does come off your silicone mat eventually. It just takes a long time to. It's like cement, you know, it comes off, but not all the time. Not easily. Okay, so I'm just tying a bow, and I want a big floppy bow. Like that. Like that. So just make sure both sides are even. There we go. And we have this, your sentiment, and I'm just going to snip it. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it on the other side because I want to make sure that my angles are both the same. There we go. And we're just going to snip. Oh, it moved. Hang on. Snip that. There we got. Oh, a little too close. Oh, well. C'est la vie. Okay, we're all ready. Now we can assemble our cart. I'm going to take a little bit of adhesive on the back of that, and we're going to put it on the back of our sentiment like that. So it's ready to put on when we get everything else on. Now, because I've only put glue right against the center, I can put this on and I'm not going to push it down except for the stem. Because now I want to be able to slide these other pieces underneath. So I'm going to take the double one and we're just going to slide it in here. Slide it in here. Kind of, sort of. Make sure it's not hanging off the card. Push down on that. And then we're going to take the single one. I'm going to slide it in under here. And then this one goes on top. Let's see, I did it that way. So I tilted it off to the right. And then this is going to go on top like this and tilt it off to the left. But these go in between these two layers. One there and one there. Once you get everything done, it's really easy to put this card together. And then push it down so that it adheres really well. And where did I put my dimensionals? Here they are. Pecan pie. Thanks, Wendy. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my dimensionals and slide them in underneath the edges of those leaves. Oh, look at all the hearts coming. Don't forget, if you're enjoying my video, to hit those emojis. Now, when you're doing this, the further in you put your dimensional, the further up your leaf is going to lie. So if you put it way down here, then your leaf is going to be up like that much. If you put it closer towards the tip, it's going to lay a bit flatter. That one. Good night, Karen. Thanks for joining us, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, we're going to slide this underneath there. So I've got all that layer is now popped up. And that one is done. This one. Now you don't have to do this. If you want yours flat, flat works. This one here, but I like to add dimension to pop these all up. That one goes under there. Oh my. I've missed a whole bunch of, let me go back on YouTube. Got to go back up here to where it says, I want to make Christmas cards. Then Tracy says, I ordered Sizzix Big Shot Switch Plus machine. I hope I can make Christmas. Oh, you will. You will. You just need the dies. I'm going to learn what I need and how to use the tools. Absolutely. I've got lots of techniques and cards and stuff on my YouTube channel, Tracy. Tracy, you will be able to make lots and lots of cards with your Big Shot. Best tool ever. Absolutely. Ordered some embossing powder, but I'm thinking I need some kind of glue for them. Yes, to make your embossing powders work, you will need Versamark ink. This is the ink you use with embossing powders because it is sticky and the embossing powders stick to it. Versamark, yes. Thank you, Nicole, for answering her. Enamel, wow, yeah. Iron stitches, you're about to enter the most wonderful rabbit hole with no bottom. You will be making a group of lifelong friends from all around the world, and yes, you will be broke. Absolutely, Candace, you nailed it, girl. Started broke. Oh, good. Like the rest of us. Me too, and wasn't gotten any better. My daughter and now granddaughter, they broke too. The trick to save money is to think of 5 ways in which you can use a die stamp image before you buy it. Yes, that's Nicole. That's wonderful advice. Oh, good. I'm glad you learned about Tombow. Thank you. Aw. Okay, so I got one more. I know. Quit reading the comments. And get on with finishing this card because we're almost done. So there's the front. Now I'm going to take my sentiment, add dimensional on either side of that lovely bow. And that's going to go right here. I want the bow to be right in the center of that. Let's just twist this. I just want to make this a little bit, instead of straight up and down, I'm just going to twist it a bit. There we go. Oh, that's better. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put that on there like that. Little note to brighten your day. And I need the bling. Oh, thanks, Rosemary. Those are easy for me. Some people are good at some things and other people are good at other things. And bows just happen to be one of my things. Okay, we're going to stick some copper clay and wild wheat bling on here. Like that. There we are. Always do it in uneven numbers. And there's our card front. Now, you can take Wink of Stella and add a little bit of Wink of Stella because it's a different kind of a bling than the enamel effects. So I'm just putting it right down the center of each of the leaf segments. Like that. Now, let me show you this. I haven't stamped the inside yet, but I will. But let me show you this up close and personal. Look at the bling on those. And it's a subtle bling. It's not in your face bling. Truly makes my heart happy. Okay, now I'm going to take my Blackberry Bliss, my favorite color of all time. Thanks, ladies. Hello, Joan. And I'm going to take this leaf image from the stamp set. I'm going to ink it, and it's called Ink Stamp Technique. So you stamp it, you get full strength. Then you lift it, twist it a bit, and stamp it again. And you get 2 intensities of the same color. we're going to do that on the envelope. So ink it up, stamp it once, lift it up, twist it slightly, and stamp it again. And then with this one, you can stamp it a third time because it's got enough, it's dark enough that you can get 3. Let's see if we can get 4. Yep, you even get a really light one on number 4. No, I can't leave Winky off my cards, Linda. I cannot. They don't let me forget to do that draw. I need to do the draw. I need to do the draw. Oh, thanks, Jackie. I have fun. I truly have fun making cards. And I've got some new stuff in the house. I just need to find time now to play with it. So don't forget, if you would like to register for my Changing Leaves class, which is what this bundle is, and there's a few different coloring techniques included in the class, let me know, because tomorrow I'm ordering all the supplies for the class. So I kind of need to know right away. If anybody, it's $30, gets you kits for 3 cards plus the iridescent pearls. And I think it's not, let me just get this, $95 gets you the bundle of pearls, and the card kits are free. And if you live outside of Canada, $20 gets you the tutorial only. Hi, Norma. You're only late if I'm done, so you made it just in time. Nice to see you. Thank you, Norma and Lena. Alice. Yes, make the time or you will never find the time. I know, but we have company and I really feel like I need to spend time with my company when they're here. I can't really say I got to go to my craft room for 4 hours and make a card. However, when my sister was here yesterday, she was going to an wedding reception, and she's going, the parents of the bride just renewed their vows. So she needed 2 cards. So I got to make a card yesterday. I told her she needed to take up card making. She was not impressed. Thanks, Holly and Wendy. And thanks, Nicole. Yes, come back. Make sure you subscribe to my videos. I'm live Monday mornings at 9:30 and Thursday nights at 7:30 Pacific time. You could if you need a timeout. Yeah, I haven't needed a timeout. Yesterday, I'm going to switch this around and get ready to do the draw. Yesterday, which was Tuesday, we went to Tofino, had the most amazing day in Tofino. It was warm. We had good food. We had ice cream. Well, I didn't have chocolate. They all had chocolates. It was an amazing day. Okay, so I'm going to take me down because I'm going to do the draw for Share It Saturday for October the 5th. Thanks, Marlene. Okay, over here. Do this. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I have to do this. There. Now we'll go here. And there is Share It Saturday for October the 5th. Look at all the people that shared their gorgeous cards with us. Wait, I can't reach my computer. Okay, delete the heading, delete the row, and then I hit shuffle twice so everybody gets mixed up. And the winner for Share It Saturday on October the 5th is, drum roll please, who's it going to be? And every card you share, you get an entry. Eddie. Eddie's card number 3. Congratulations, Eddie. Yes. Yay! That's awesome. Okay, let me go back here, go there, flip this, flip that. There we go. So, oh, shoot. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave that up there. Hello, Margaret. Oh, thank you. Margaret is saying, please give some thumbs up. Beautiful card. I love that ink stamp technique. You're very welcome. All right, here we go. So thanks so much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed my video and you're watching on Facebook, I would love it if you could. Oh, Facebook is down. I don't know whether Facebook is still. Oof. Wednesday night live. Yes. Did I say Thursday night? I was Thursday night for so long. I don't know. Come over here. What is going on? Uno momento, s'il vous plaît. Gotta go here. There we are. I don't know whether Facebook is catching up to me, what is going on in Facebook. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget my class, the Changing Leaves class is still open for registration until tomorrow. And starter kit special, good until the end of October. Getting $206 for $135. People, it is a no-brainer. Contact me. We can discuss it. Oh, good. You guys are still there? That's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to say goodnight. I can see you now, Alice. Yes. And Alice, I will say hello to Maria for you. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're joining me for the virtual creative escape on Sunday, I will see you 10 a.m. Pacific time. And otherwise, I will see you Monday morning at 9:30. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Hang on, gotta go over here. Gotta go over here before I can push that end button. I have two of them to push now. Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Bye. Okay, that's one. Bye.